What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back in the new shop and I'm going to be working on this 2023 Chevy Silverado I picked up. It was originally going to be a parts truck for this 2024 Silverado I got here, but I ended up buying a cab and a box for it anyways, so I just needed a bunch of other parts, and this one had like good airbags and you know, good suspension parts and stuff on the one side, but I thought the frame was no good on this truck, so when I picked it up everything looked so much better. So it only really busted the aluminum knuckle here, and the frame's actually fine, and just like a tiny little mark on it from where it pushed off just the coating from the rubber tire, right? But I think I'm just gonna fix this thing now because it's hardly really damaged. I mean, there's the front rad support and everything, and grill and headlight are all good. The hood's perfect, and front fenders and stuff. So I lit it up here, and it's actually got 22,600 K on it, and because it didn't have any keys or anything, so I'll have to get a key fob for it and some keys cut. But it's also just a company truck, because you can still see the where they peeled the stickers out there. And then they did give me a whole bunch of parts. So this front lower fascia is just obviously busted on the driver's side. The front bumper, like, this is all the damage on the front bumper. I always have to get a new one, but just put one little ding in it there, and did mess up the plastic just a little bit, so I'll have to change that. The headlight's obviously no good, but here you can see where it just busted this aluminum knuckle, right? So I'll just get a new knuckle, some new lines and A-arms and stuff for it. And then the shutter is actually good, and then the grill was in the box there too. So obviously here's the fender, which is no good, but you can see kind of where it kind of got hit, but it must have been hit by a Ford F-150, because there's an F-150 headlight in the box of it, and just a bunch of other junk, and at least they threw all the little clips and parts in there, so I pretty much have everything. And so I had to give it a good clean. The window must have been open because this thing is filthy inside, but let's have to give it a good clean. But yeah, the roof airbags are all good. It just blew the driver's steering wheel airbag, and that's about it. So yeah, everything lights up, and they must have just had the window, but they did cover the window up for me, but obviously it was sitting around with the window open. It is kind of a plain Jane truck, but I mean, it's got, like, if someone was looking for just a decent truck, it does have heated seats, even heated steering wheel, yeah, nice, and just a flip up center console. So I mean, it'd be a really nice truck. So I might as well just fix it, because the only downside is it's got this 2.7 liter turbo motor in it. I don't know if they're any good. I've never actually ran one, so maybe, I don't know, if you're not really towing too much, I don't see why not. That wouldn't work. And it's a crew cab 6.5 foot box, but yeah, everything looks great. So I'll set the seatbelts fixed, and get this suspension fixed. So I did call the dealership, and they have actually mostly all the suspension parts and a new CV axle. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to pull all this suspension stuff off here, and then maybe we could go grab the parts, and we could get this thing running or driving. I don't know about the key. I'll have to see if I can find I think they had to order the key fob in, but I have a spare one for my other truck, so maybe I could just program it to this truck and get this thing driving, because it'd be nice to be able to just drive it around, because it should move, because it didn't wreck any of this stuff on the front here. Like, the shutters and everything were fine, just like a tiny little, like, I hardly pushed the bumper in back there. So this rad support and everything is pretty good. Like, it just pushed up the little tabs on the outside here, so should be able to straighten that all out fine, give it a little, paint it up a little bit, push it in a little bit right here, but this probably should be able just to straighten that out. I mean, it's just underneath the fender anyway, so just get it straight. And because I mean, it didn't actually push any of the inside parts on it, so everything looks pretty good. Now I just ripped off the one, I don't think the one brake line, but should be able to just change all that. And they're obviously going to check the frame when they do the salvage inspection, but for what I can tell, when I had it up in the air, everything looks great. And yeah, it just got a little bit of damage here to the cab corner and to the door. This box side, I may or may not be able to fix it. Might be able to just to push this freaking thing out, I don't know. Might be able to, but if not, I might actually get my guy that does the paintless dent removal, ask him if he'd be able to push that out, or I'll just take it all apart for him and get it all. We shouldn't open that, but because if I can push that out, I can just paint this side or paint this whole entire side, and that way I can blend it, and then you won't even, you won't have to worry about like the paint looking weird. But yeah, and then the tailgate's all good, bumper's all good. So yeah, we'll just fix this thing up. So I'm just gonna start by pulling the suspension all apart here, making a little bit of a list what I need, and we've got some parts coming. Alrighty, so got this thing all pulled together here, and I got the suspension parts disassembled, and I actually just moved it off the hoist here because I want to wash this thing up, and then also I want to pull these doors off so I can pull the interior off. Just kind of a pain in the butt when it's on the hoist because you can't get the doors open all the way, just because I need to get the seatbelts pulled out and ready to send away. But I should have all the rest of the suspension stuff here tomorrow, so I can pretty much put it on, throw the brake lines and the ABS lines back on there, and then I should be able to drive this thing once I get a key and get one so I can program it right on this, and then I should be able to just drive around, which would be so much handier. And I think I have the rest of the parts all ordered, so hopefully within the next week I should have everything here for it, and it's be a quick, really quick fix anyway. So it's gonna wash this thing up real good, and the box is just disgusting and have all kinds of stuff in it, and then I can throw all the spare parts and stuff back into the box there, and kind of move it out of the way until I get the rest of the parts. Then I want to pull that 2024 Silverado onto the hoist here, and I think I'm gonna start ripping that one apart. Well, I'm waiting for some parts for this thing, and start swapping the frame on that. So I'm just gonna wash this thing up here quick, and then start pulling the seats out and the door off there. Alrighty, so I got a huge load of parts here this morning. They dropped it all off for me, and so I got the CV axles, the suspension parts, and pretty much everything but the one door, and I think the headlight should be here in a couple days. So I can pretty much put the front bumper on, I can put all the suspension together, throw the CV axle in here, and then I'm gonna kick out the knuckle there, and I'm not sure what all this stuff is, but it's all the other stuff for it. So I'll pull all this stuff apart, and then probably just throw that suspension back together, and that should be, well, movable. I don't have a key yet for it, but should have a key here pretty soon, and then I'll have to take it in and get it programmed. Alrighty, so I got the suspension all wrapped up here, and I got the uni side fixed. So everything else is pretty much lined up. I think I didn't move this door head just a little bit because my gap's a little bit tight here. But for the most part, it all lines up pretty good. Got the fender on here, the new headlight, everything lines up nice. So I pretty much just need to install the front bumper and then I need to paint these, the new door, and throw this interior back together. So I do have the seat belts now, so I can pretty much go ahead and throw the seat belts in and the module and the seats back in. And then I finally did get a key. So I have a brand new key, but I ended up just ordering one of them GM scan tools. So I should be able to just program everything myself, and I'll do that in the next video. I'll show you how exactly to program a new key with the GM scanner. And then yeah, this one will be pretty much wrapped up. I got a little bit of body work to do, but this is pretty minor. And I could just pop this out and, you know, paint the side up, and probably just all paint it all at once. And then I should be good. And the new front bumper is chrome, and the front grille is chrome too, and it's all fine, so that doesn't need any paint. So I mean, it's pretty minor and it's looking pretty good. So it's gonna be turned out to be a pretty easy fix. I got about I think about 6 hours into it so far. So I mean, it's gonna be probably 15 hours of body work and paint on this thing, but for the most part, it'll be pretty quick. But anyways, that's gonna be a wrap for this video, and tune in for the next one. I got lots of projects on the go, and hopefully can get some finally together. So thanks for watching, and tune in for the next one. Peace.